One, two, three, four.
Oh, whoa, yo, oh, oh. What is
What's
up?
party people? Happy 1 month of podcasting. Breakfast with
1
Buddies.
month.
Yeah.
1 month.
These are our celebratory hats, as you can see. Because, yes, it's true. The podcast is old F now. It's a whole month.
Whole month old. Who would have thought? Not me.
Not me. But here we are, still coming at you. Hopefully, you're staying tuned. Looking forward to more to come. We'll have more guests, more topics, more fun. Every little thing for you coming at you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
But today we are continuing our saga of talking about video games and the world around it. But we are more focused in the common era. Today's world, something with more graphics, more games, more play, more people.
Real.
But no, seriously, we are kind of hopping off the old school wagon and jumping on the new school. Stuff that maybe some of your parents play with you, maybe some don't, and they just know about the games and the consoles you have. But I know for most people listening that are around our age, they probably own a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One. What's the latest? The Xbox Series X and the Series
Yeah,
S.
Series X. Yep.
But yeah,
Yep.
we are current gamers of the PlayStation 5 community.
We were on the
Also have
PlayStation wave.
Yes, it's true. Also have an Xbox Series S in the house, which is big time. And oh, can't forget about Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's true. I don't be playing my Nintendo Switch as much as I should, but I will be snagging it shortly when I go home for a little trippy.
Nice. I will say it's
So,
not often that I play any like solo games on there. Majority of the time I'm playing with Meg, like Mario Kart or Super Smash Brothers, or what's the other big one? Nintendo Switch Sports.
I was gonna
Awesome.
say you're big
Wii
on
game.
sports.
Yeah, sports is cool. I mean, we just recently played Mario Party, Super Mario Party. I think it's 8 for the Nintendo Switch. And that is fun. That is
Yeah,
sick.
yeah. I was gonna say Mario Party. Mario Party is always fun, unless you get that one version on the Switch, which like you can't control like how long the game is. I've heard a lot of people say it's absolute garbage, but the version that you have, Zach, is the better of the two.
Yeah, I forgot they made that other weird one. I've never played it, so I don't know what's up with it. But
Yeah, I've played a little bit of it. It is very long gameplay. Like if you think it's long on the version you have, it's just count it 2 times longer than that.
oh, jeez, I'm assuming it still has all the mini games, and yeah, it's just level based where you're going like spot to spot.
From what I remember, it's similar, like or it's exactly the same. I just think if I remember correctly, it's just like really long games and like there's no control over the time or maybe it's moves. I don't know. I can't remember exactly.
Hmm,
I just remember it not being as fun because of that, because it just took so long.
interesting. I mean, I will say though, with Nintendo Switch, I guess we completely forgot to touch on Wii back in the other episode. But that brings us into a perfect segue because Nintendo Switch is the takeover for the Wii in the new school era. I'm thinking of what Nintendo Switch Sports is. There's a couple other games where you can do like the motion activated stuff, but Nintendo Switch Sports is like the big one because they redid golf, they redid bowling. They don't have baseball or boxing, but they do have a bunch of other mini games and stuff. And then on
I
top
feel
of that,
I feel
you
like
know,
they could have like tossed in boxing
they
because they
could have
do have
100%
that
tossed in
that
boxing.
sword one. What is it? I can't remember the name
Oh,
of
it's
it.
Chambara.
Yeah. I feel like they could have added in boxing. I can understand baseball because there really wasn't much that you were doing other than just throwing and
Pitching and hitting,
hitting.
yeah.
So,
But I
yeah,
will
I
say though,
understand.
they embodied Wii Sports Resorts. I think that's the one where they brought a couple of those games in. Like they have volleyball in it, they have badminton in it, and they have Chambara, which is the equivalent of sword fighting in the old school Wii Sports Resorts.
True, yeah.
So they did a little mix, half normal Wii Sports, half resorts. And not that it was bad. I think they're all pretty good. I mean, I gravitate towards golf 100%, but bowling's really fun. And they also have tennis, like the original Wii Sports did. So again, new
Fact.
school thing. They redid everything, and that's the beauty of Nintendo Switch. Now it's not just the Wii with like the controllable remotes that you're swinging around and it's motion sensing. It's also single player complexity, and then you could even play just handheld remotes, through a TV hookup.
Yeah, the Switch is awesome, and I think in comparison to the Wii, it has definitely outperformed in its in its user capabilities. Because one, you can hook it up to the TV, and
Hmm.
then two, you can play it handheld and on the go. I mean, it doesn't matter which variety you have of it for that, because I know they have like the Switch Lights, which obviously can't be hooked up to the TV, but are
Right.
great like a great handheld device. But yeah, no, the Switch has been nothing but great, and I think everyone, would love to actually have one of their own because it most definitely is fun, especially with like the variety of games you can play. I mean, you don't necessarily have to play the basic ones, and I wouldn't say they're basic either, but like, the normal ones like Wii Sports, sorry, not Wii Sports, Nintendo Switch Sports, um, you know, Zelda, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is like the big game that everyone was getting. And then I remember the craze during COVID for Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, that was
Yep,
nuts.
I hopped on that wave. Thankfully, I had a Switch at the time, and I was playing the shit out of Animal Crossing. That was a lot of fun.
Meg was the same way. She was an Animal Crossing fiend.
Yep, love playing that. Let's see what else is there. I know. I played like Metroid, the new Metroid on Switch. That game is crazy. Highly recommended if anyone hasn't played it yet. It's the newest Metroid. I can't remember the name, like specific name of it, but very good game. Kinda intense. Not gonna lie, in comparison to a lot of other Metroid games that I've played. Let's see, what else have I played? They also have. I think we touched upon Luigi's Mansion last episode. They have one for the Switch. I think that was the part where we actually cut out from each other.
Mm,
Um, what other games have I played? Obviously, Super Smash
right.
or Super Smash
Classic.
Ultimate. Yep, that game is legendary. A lot of tears shed, a lot of friendships broken, a lot of butts hurt.
It's one of
But
those
that's
games you can't really get by Super Smash Brothers either one without having a little bit of competition among your friends.
oh yeah. I mean, like toss some names out. We have like Blake, legend, legend at I can't remember the title. What is it? It's not Brawl,
I thought you were
but
thinking
he
of a
was.
character or something that he's pro with or something.
Oh, dude, he's pro with all of the characters. If he's listening to this right now, Blake, you're a legend. Yeah, no, he's pretty much nasty with any character that you ask him to play with. Obviously, there's some that he is better at, like his Pikachu. Oh my lord, dude. Sorry, I gotta take this tinfoil hat off.
Yeah, happy month, everybody, but we're
Happy
switching.
month. Yeah, we can't hold that up for too long. The tinfoil hat was making my head sweat.
At least nobody could enter your thoughts.
Facts, yeah, the government could not enter my noggin.
But I will say, of course, Nintendo Switch is on the Nintendo side of gaming systems, and we only touched on the Game Boy Colors and stuff like that last episode. We didn't get to talk about the Wii much, but the Nintendo Switch makes up for that. Because aside from that, we have obviously the rest of the consoles that we play more often, like the PlayStation, and then the Xbox here and there. I know our Xbox is mainly for watching television, but we will occasionally like play some co-op games, and sometimes I know Halo is a big Xbox thing, and there was a time when my brother-in-law was playing Halo, and we were able to play on Xbox because again, it's not offered on Sony. It's not a Sony make. It's Ubisoft, and they held it to just the Microsoft end of things. No fun, I know, but
Well, I believe, and if anyone knows any more information into this, please leave it down in the comments or message us because I'm actually kind of curious. There has been talks of Xbox being like done. like
Yeah, I've heard that
finished.
too. About just not making any more consoles and offering up all their catalog for use on all consoles.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're either PlayStation is buying out their contracts within, after their contracts finish, of course, on Xbox. I believe they're going to be buying out those contracts, and we're going to be able to play some Xbox exclusive games on PlayStation now. Further down the road, of course, because I would presume that Xbox is still making sales off of their newest console.
I'm assuming so. I know someone was saying that, I can't remember who it was, that for every console that they sell, they're really not making a lot of money comparatively to game sales or Xbox Live passes, things like that. And also in-game content. I know that generates a lot of revenue for Microsoft too, but I'm not sure exactly what that looked like for consoles. I know that was their big worry that for every console made, they weren't making as much as they could in every other direction.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that because, think about the amount of people that are still on like PS4.
Yeah, right.
It makes sense because not everyone's going to upgrade to it immediately. Um, I would say we got really lucky. You know, I went out and purchased it because I had the money. And then I think I was the one that snagged the PS5 for you for I think that was Christmas.
Yeah, a while ago now.
Yeah. So it was just, we just happened to run into some good luck with being able to get consoles because I know for a while they were extremely hard to get.
Oh yeah, it was like playing lottery for console shopping. It was nuts.
Yeah. But, here we are. I'm still surprised that Xbox is finishing up, but I will say um my roommate Kevin, my good friend, he's got I don't know if he's got a Series X or what he's got. Um he's got the fridge. Let's just say that. Everyone knows the fridge.
Yeah, I think that's the Series X.
Okay. That honestly at like looking at it in the view of like how it runs, I mean the thing is incredible. I'm not gonna lie about it because I was sitting out there with him the other day, and he just wanted to download a game quick onto
Yeah,
his Xbox from the store. And I swear to God, I mean, like we're both hooked up to LAN, so it's like I have just the right amount of capabilities that he does.
oh yeah.
Um, and he downloaded this game within like 2 seconds. And I mean, it was a pretty substantial game. It wasn't like, 10,
A
10
small, like, yeah,
gigabytes.
little 10 gigabyte game, yeah.
It was like, it had to have been at least over like 60 gigabytes, and he downloaded it within like a minute.
I know the PlayStation has been pretty good about it, from the transition between 4 and 5, but I've never compared any download speed or something like that. I don't even think I've downloaded a big enough game on our Xbox to check.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if it's just because of the processing power of the Series X or what, but the PlayStation 5 is pretty damn fast, and with LAN
Right,
it makes it that much faster.
right.
But that's still impressive that it downloads that quickly because I know the PlayStation 5 definitely isn't that fast.
I know it's fast. I wouldn't say it's that fast though. That's kind of
No.
unheard of, I guess you could say.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was some other reasons to it, but like I said, any of these, questions or, things that are up in the air for us, let us know in the comments. Talk to us about it. Let us know. Reach out to us. However you get to us.
Yeah, shed your piece. Make sure
Share
your
knowledge.
comments our way.
We
And
love free
tell us
knowledge.
if you are a PlayStation or an Xbox gamer. And that's big time for people deciding their route. I know when we were coming up, we were on PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360, but then we made the switch to Sony for pretty much permanent. I mean, now we both, I don't know if anyone else has like a three console house, but between Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, we're rocking all of them currently. And it took a while to get there. It wasn't anything because we wanted to, oh yeah, let's just play Halo and get an Xbox for that. Like I mainly got it as a gift, and then the PlayStation came my way in the same regard. But that's mostly of what I'm gaming on. It's not like I have a PC. I'm not playing any games from Steam or anything like that. Maybe in the future, but definitely not right now. I'm pretty set as far as games go.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I just run a PlayStation 5, um, and I have my Switch. I don't really run any Xbox anymore. I'm not a huge fan of Microsoft, but we won't get into that discussion. Um,
That's a
let's
different
talk.
story.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the games we play. When we jump into that.
Maybe some Rocket League,
Oh, Rocket League, baby.
the ultimate classic.
Hell yeah, the only game we basically play.
One of the big ones, definitely one of my top three, and that's only because of where I'm at with it now. Had I jumped into Rocket League 4 days ago, I don't know if it would crack top three because it's a tough game. It's a steep learning curve, and you have to be able to. It's a lot of reaction. The game mechanics are tough when you're first learning out. They have a tutorial set up. You can get in the game and kind of mess around it casually without having to worry about playing any sweaty kids in the lobby or worry about getting trash talked by other people. There's steps in the game for everybody. I know when I first started, I was doing practice in the tutorial with air shots, ground shots, goal saving, and then I think you could do an assist tutorial. I can't remember what every mode is, but
Yeah, no, I started back in 2015, 2016 with the OG boys, John, Kelvin, Jeet, and Jeremy. I
right,
don't know.
right.
Actually, Jeremy wasn't playing, I don't think. But yeah, we started back in the day. They started before me, as they always do. They never tell me of the next game they're playing. Um, and then I hopped on the wave a little late, but from there, I've just been playing ever since. And of course, those guys are absolutely nasty now. And in comparison, I look at Kelvin, who is just a champ and everything. I mean, he's a champ. He's champ level in what is that, Rumble, or maybe
Yeah,
Grand
Rumble.
Champ. I don't know if he was Grand Champ or Champ, which is just ridiculous in Rumble. But the man's a beast. And then there's people like Shane, who is also absolutely nasty.
It's tough to stay consistently good too. I will say though, if you are getting ranked consistently high, and that's the thing with Rocket League, we're talking about a game where you're driving around an RC car playing soccer, just for
Car
everyone listening
soccer,
out there.
baby.
And you pretty much have to maneuver your car on the ground and through the air by way of driving around. And you can, navigate your car and hit the soccer ball, and the whole premise is to score goals. That's pretty much it. And then from there, there's, different game modes. They have 2v2, they have 3v3, and then the game mode that Ian's talking about, Rumble, you get power-ups every 10 seconds that help you either aid in your shot making abilities or help the other team falter so you can be the saboteur. But what's nice about Rocket League is it's a little bit different for everyone. There's even hoops where you can play basketball, and it's just the same thing, same soccer ball, same premise. You can still fly around, you can still drive on the ground, but you're just scoring into baskets now. But
Now
again, that's cool about Rocket League.
we can't forget about the most important game mode out there that they took away from us. Drop shot.
Oh, right. I thought you were gonna say Snow Day, and I was gonna be like, we don't have to talk about Snow Day.
No, Snow Day is ass, and everyone knows that. Anyone who plays Snow Day and has fun, get out of
You're
here.
lying. Yeah, you're
Stop.
not having fun.
Stop. You're lying to yourself.
But no, it's true. Drop Shot's a really good game mode. I didn't realize that it was taken off. Mainly
Dude, yeah,
because I
they
haven't even thought about it, which doesn't help.
they took it away last season, and I swear to God, if it's not there when I open up Rocket League tonight to play with Chelsea and Lewis, I'm gonna blow it up.
It's true. I didn't even check because we just had that update. Hmm,
Yeah, but they took it off.
interesting.
I'm not really sure why.
Yeah,
They
that was
left
dumb.
Snow Day on because you can get ranked in Snow Day, and you used to be able to get ranked in Drop Shot, which I really liked because Drop Shot was a lot of fun.
Right.
Um, they really should have just taken out Snow Day and replaced it with Drop Shot, or at least done like an every other day type scenario where it's like, okay, today you can play Drop Shot, today you can play Snow Day.
Yeah,
Nope,
right.
they took out Drop Shot.
Nope, sorry. Get out of here.
Ridiculous.
But it's true.
But
We had play with some legends on Rocket League, and I think it all comes down to being able to just continually run it day over day. Sometimes I won't play for weeks at a time. Other times I will play every day, twice in a day, and it's just a matter of of course, who you're playing with, that counts for a lot. You can get frustrated very quickly if you're playing with people who are subpar or don't really, give a damn about how they're playing and stuff like that. And then you can be on the complete opposite cycle where you're playing and your chemistry is just clicking, goals are going in. You don't even have to be playing with a good person. They're just in it to win it, and you're winning because they're there. But Rocket League is definitely not for everybody. I wouldn't say it's one of those things where it's not for the faint of heart. I mean, it's a pretty innocent
It's just
game. I'm
car
pretty sure it's
soccer.
rated E for everyone. It's something that you don't have to worry about if you're playing in front of your kids that they're going to be scarred for life or something. It's literally like Ian said, just car soccer. But the learning curve is very steep.
Yeah, no, it's a game that I play religiously. I've recently just hit over 1,000 hours into the game.
Nice.
I'm reaching up to 1,100 hours. I know those are probably rookie levels for people who play religiously, but it's something that I play at the end of the night every day. And I play with my good friend Chelsea pretty much, every night whenever we got the chance. But recently we've been a
Yeah.
little busy, but the grind is still there, so don't stress. I will
The
be back.
grind.
What other games? What do we got? We got MW3 as of recently.
That's true. The Call of Duty sagas. I remember coming up through that and where we're at now. Every Call of Duty that they're making now is pretty much
The same.
remastered, the
Yeah.
majority.
I mean, I love me some good Call of Duty. I just wish they would make like a new game instead of just remastering these collections.
I'm
You
sure
know,
we'll
I
see it eventually. I know they pretty much can only get so far before they have to make new. I mean, with the COD saga, it started with they made all the Black Ops and they're up to four. I don't know what they're going to do with that now. They'll probably make a fifth because why not? And then with all of the Modern Warfares, they didn't make a Modern Warfare 4, right? After 3,
nope.
they just kind of remastered the first Modern Warfare. I mean, they also
Yeah.
had Ghosts and Infinity Wars, so or
I swear to God, if they go
it
through
was
the whole
Infinity War.
collection, it was Modern Warfare 3 and then it went, you know, I think after Modern Warfare 3 it was Black Ops 2 because between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 it was Black Ops. I'm
So
pretty
then
sure.
sometime after that is when Ghosts came out and Infinity War and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was like every other year, Treyarch and Sledgehammer would switch, so they would each get their own, debut essentially.
Sure.
Because I believe between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 it was Ghosts,
Mm.
which was an actual good game. I did like how they did everything with it through the multiplayer aspect. I did not, however, like the not aliens. It was like dogs or something for like the zombies portion of it. They ever since Sledgehammer tried competing with zombies, I hated them for it because they never did a good job. The only time that they ever did a good job was as of recently with like the Warzone-esque zombies.
Yeah, they did a decent with that. I didn't expect it to be anything great. I didn't really have high hopes for it, but it is different. And what's cool about it is it's not that zombies in the past haven't been mission based. Like when you have a map with Easter eggs, it can be very mission based. But now it's, well, plain and simple mission based. You're playing on the same map that Warzone is on. And again, for people listening that don't know what Call of Duty is, Warzone is just Battle Royale, which is basically every man for himself, or you can play in teams of two, teams of three, teams of four, and you just traverse this big old map and try to be the last team standing or the last person standing. So in this case, Warzone for zombies is you're doing the same thing, except the only change up now is that you're just playing against zombies and doing missions. So,
Yeah, it's true. I always for it's not that I always forget. I know people that usually don't play video games. There's not a lot of people out there that really play video games too heavy, like we do. But for those who don't know, Zach and I are very big into zombies as well. Um, we started. We each had a chance to play some World at War zombies, which was crazy.
yeah,
And
seriously.
then from there we moved up to like Black Ops 2. All these games had zombies made by the creators of Treyarch, who are absolute legends.
Thank you,
Call them out,
Treyarch. Shout
Treyarch.
out.
Thank you for our childhood. But for real, I mean, like we played a lot of zombies once we were able to actually, play some of these uh, heavily rated games. As if you didn't hear in the last episode, our parents were protective over. But once we were able to see the light that zombies gave us, we kind of were hooked from there on out.
Off to the races. Yeah,
Yeah,
Zombies is nice because even now they have stuff that we could play. It's not super updated maps as far as new things like Modern Warfare 3 offers with zombies in the Warzone, but Black Ops 3 did have a saga come out called Zombie Chronicles that can still be played now, and it's pretty much the most recent zombie maps that are not only quality but also still made by Treyarch.
yeah. Thank God.
No, but seriously, it is a handful of maps and pretty much the presence. The premise of zombies is to just go round to round, round one, round two, round three, etc., killing zombies, surviving, and then also gathering. And some of them you don't have to gather anything, but in most of them you're doing an Easter egg where you're again doing mission-based objectives, trying to do successive actions that get you to complete the game. And aside from that, normal zombies is just survive as long as you can, just keep it moving, buy new guns, buy things that help you. They call them perks. Buy things that help you elevate who your person is, how fast they shoot, how fast they reload, um, how well they can survive, their armor, things like that. And it's different. Zombies has always been one of those things you can jump into and be stuck for hours, or you can jump in and die in the first 30 minutes. There's never telling.
I wouldn't even say 30 minutes. You could probably die within the first five if you weren't careful.
Yeah, sometimes it was quick. I will say, when we were first playing zombies, it was a weird introduction. I think the first time I ever played anything that was round based and the classic zombies that we know was Transit. Like back before we could officially play and things got hectic. Transit was the first big thing I got put onto. And then we discovered the World at War zombies before that, and then moving into what we were just talking about with Black Ops 3 zombies. And it was different. It was weird, but it was cool.
Yeah, I think the original zombies in World at War was it was called Nazi zombies,
Right,
um,
right. You
which
were
was
battling the
kind of
German undead.
yeah, it was kind of crazy. And the first map I played at World at War was this map called Verrucht, and I think that's like Russian for like insane or crazy or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And that map, if anyone who's ever played Verrucht in World at War knows how creepy that shit was when you're playing it like 11 o'clock at night when you were
Oh yeah.
13.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I think I remember playing that on mobile at one point too, because they had
yeah,
strictly zombies for mobile, and they only had, I think it was just a couple maps, maybe a few, and Verrucht was one of the big ones where it was just if you played alone, it was freaky, especially with headphones in. And I think that was what the original World at War maps were trying to do, make it more scary. Because
oh
now
yeah,
with the modern zombies, you have all the pop-ups with like the colors, like you have the gumball machines, and then the perks will sing at you. Not that they haven't always. Um, and then the maps are, I wouldn't say more fruity, but they're not really like super scary. There's some weird and wonky things that you'll see on the map. Sometimes it gets gory, but it's not to the point where I'm getting scared about it. And maybe that's because I've played so long. I don't know. If other people who just joined today had no idea what zombies was and came and played with us, and then they, shit their pants because they were so scared, I'm not sure. Maybe I am immune now. I can't say.
yeah. No, I will say World at War zombies was much scarier, and I think it's the fact because I don't think there was any perks in the game. There was nothing for like support other than just yourself and just like not getting hit. And then the only gun I think that you were able to get, I can't remember if there was like a mystery box or if there wasn't. But the best gun in Verrucht was the bar, and you could chill in that little like doorway hallway and just mow them down.
Mm, yeah, that's true. I think there was a box because once you turned on power and got into that room, that was where the box, well, I know it can move,
Mm.
but that's pretty much where the box stayed.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
But yeah, zombies. It was a hell of a time, and still playing it today. Aside from the
Yeah,
classic Rocket League and Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, and I just want to touch on this game real quick because it's something that I just been introduced to. It's a game that I've been wanting to play. Helldivers 2. And now I'm sure everyone who knows about Helldivers 2 is probably like,
Big
but
surprise.
I recently just started playing it last night. I had it downloaded, just had a chance to play it last night. I'll make it quick because we don't have much time. Phenomenal game. Phenomenal. I very much enjoyed the amount that I've played. It is a really cool concept, and I very much enjoy it, and I'll be putting many hours into this game. And I'm so hyped to be playing more and finding out what else I can find here. So we'll just leave it at that. I know everyone, it's a new game, so I won't get too in depth with it. Also on time crunch here, but highly recommend Helldivers 2. Everyone that's saying it's really good is telling the truth. I very much enjoyed it, and I hope that other people will look into it because it's really not an expensive game in comparison to like all these Modern Warfare remakes, because that's like $70-$80 right there for Modern Warfare 3.
And it can be
Whereas,
more if you're buying the super packages or the deluxe packages.
yeah, exactly, could be upwards of $80-$90, or even sometimes 100. But Helldivers is only $40. $40. You hear me right. Rocket League is also free.
That's true, free to play. So you could start practicing now and you'll be as good as us by this time next year.
Maybe, yeah, maybe in 2 years.
Maybe, yeah. Give them two just in case. No, but you do have to put in a lot of time for any of these games. And if you end up going back and looking some of these games up, give them a try. Tell us what you think. I know I already asked a big question about whether or not you're a Xbox or a PlayStation guy, so we'll leave that up to the users and give us some, I shouldn't say users, leave it up to the listeners to tell us about what they think. But definitely give us a shout. Let us know what you think. Shoot us up. And if you want to be a guest, also come talk to us because we are looking for the next installment of guests. It won't be soon. It won't be super soon. Not like we're teasing for next week or anything. But we do have potential for another one to come on here eventually. So stay tuned.
We got a couple in mind, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Amen.
So on that note, let me wrap this up. For any new listeners out there, take an ear, give a listen for this right here, a little talk at the end. Thank you all for listening. God, I've got a little bit of brain fog this morning. Little struggle.
It's okay.
Thank you all for listening today. Thank you all for coming out. We appreciate you guys all the time. For those actually that are on Spotify and listening, our hats were a tinfoil hat, and Zach had a hat that was shaped as a cone and colored as a cone that said Old AF. AF, Old AF. But yeah, thank you all for listening. Thank you all for tuning in. Smash that like button. Obliterate the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify if you are listening over there, or if you want to, if you've been listening over on YouTube, take a check out over at Spotify. And other than that, we're just working on some things, so keep in touch. I was going to say stay tuned, but that did not come out correct at all.
But be sure to celebrate our month with us. Happy
Yes.
1 month for Breakfast with Brothers, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are the best. We love all you guys. Mucho appreciated.
Yes, as always. And until next time, peace.
Out for the I'm walking the bull, whoa. Out for the out for the out for the out for the out for the
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.